GZTV, back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about all the music that dropped that I didn't talk about on the channel prior. We had 2 edited album reactions to Nav and Yeats, 2 really strong projects in my opinion. I think overall this was a good week of music. Now obviously none of the stuff that dropped besides these 2 projects that I just mentioned even come close to comparing to them, but there are some decent songs littered in there. People, rolling out their albums, starting some stuff. There are a lot of upcoming albums, so yeah. Koyla Ray drops Fly Shit. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. Obviously, there's a lot of bad connotation in the rap world with Koyla Ray. By the way, it is hot as fuck in my room. I'm going to need to crank the fan after this. But anyways, that's besides the point. Koyla Ray, this is the song that was all over TikTok, leaked. She's a very marketable singer, rapper, whatever. She's cool. I mean, I think this was one of her stronger songs. I don't think she's a terrible artist. She's not the worst. There's definitely some really weak songs in her discography, but I don't know. I don't think she's as bad as people make her out to be. She's just alright, though. I don't think she's anything special. She had some cool vocal inflections throughout this song. I mean, the beat sound was very reminiscent of We Paid by 42 Duggan Lil Baby. It sounds cool, though. I mean, I feel like her doing more songs like this would be great for her and great for the fans, obviously, so. And it's so crazy that she is, what's his name? Benzino's daughter. Is that his name? Yeah. I mean, given the history between her dad and Eminem, that's kind of legendary to see that his daughter's out here doing this. I mean, she started off by dating Trippie Redd, now she's just taking over the world. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I don't think Koyla Ray is anything amazing to me. I don't think she'll ever have a project that's like, oh my goodness, it's the best thing ever. But, I actually did not listen to this Roddy Rich, G Herbo, and Doughboy song. I skipped that. Holy shit. That's the one song I didn't listen to this week. I feel so fucking stupid for that. But hey, Roddy Rich working with G Herbo and Doughboy, that's a pretty good look for him. I'll have to listen to that later on. I don't know how I missed that. I actually saw that Roddy Rich was dropping something, and I was somewhat excited, and then it comes to find out that I didn't even listen to it. Not because I don't like Roddy Rich, Live Life Fast is obviously not that good of a project, and it didn't hold up very well in his catalog compared to his other projects like the Feed the Street series and the Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. But I'm excited for Feed the Streets 3 because it's the part of a series that's absolutely fantastic. I think we're getting that album this month, and I will be doing an edited reaction to it when it comes out, so stay tuned on the channel. Now, another guy that's getting ready to drop an album that we will talk about here is A Boogie. He comes together with G Herbo for Me, Myself, and I. G-Eazy reference, maybe. I'm going to say this right now. Not a lot of these songs on this list are very memorable, so I don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot of people listen to this song. I've heard some people talk about it. Personally, A Boogie's not much my cup of tea. He definitely has a couple good songs, and I really appreciate the feature run that G Herbo's been on this year, but nothing's impressive. Nothing catches the ear. It is what it is. It's nothing you can really do. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's see. G Herbo, A Boogie. They dropped a song. Cool. Moving on to BSF, which I don't even know why I call them BSF. We should call them the Black Soprano Family. At first, when I saw this on the rap page, I was unsure what this group was, but then I realized, it's the group that the group that Griselda's a part of, and they have deep ties with a lot of people, and obviously, they made a Long Live DJ Shay album, a commemorative album for the DJ that passed away, the Griselda DJ, and a guy that Benny the Butcher, a member of Griselda, was very familiar with DJ Shay. Rest in peace. A lot of beautiful interludes and skits kind of littered in there. Commemorating him, honoring his name, stuff like that. We had a Joe Budden and DJ Premier kind of talking about things. You had Stove God Cooks rapping on here. All 3 of the Griselda members make an appearance once, and Benny the Butcher more than once, obviously, just because of how personal this loss was for him. Stuff God Cooks was on this project. Chase Fetty was on this project. Boldy James was on the project. They had some really good names on here. I was really surprised, and obviously it sticks to their style. I mean, these people don't stray away that much from a sound, which is something I'd like them to do, but obviously it works for them every time. There's definitely some highlight tracks on here. Shay Face is great. Pandemic Flow is good. Times is Rough, which I think was a single off of DJ Premier's album. That's a good track. Those are just some of the... Mustachios was a good track as well. I think I got everyone's name. That was like big time. So, yeah, overall a solid project. I mean, rest in peace to DJ Shay. I didn't really hear of him that much before this, but I know he's important to Griselda, so obviously he has some importance to me because I've really liked Griselda's work in the past, and given that he's their DJ, I think that's really special that they made an album for him. ESTG dropping a track ahead of his new album. Again, there's a lot of artists working on their rollouts right now, which is dope. We have I Never Felt None, which is coming out next week. It's an album by ESTG. The track list is out. He has Jack Harlow, Bryson Tiller, Jeezy. I'm not sure who else. I think there's another feature, but he has Future as well. Shoot It Myself. Nothing too crazy about this song, but I mean, I love seeing these two work together again, coming off of Future's project, I Never Liked You, and the Chickens song. I think Chickens is a good song. It's one of the stronger songs, I would say. I would say it's top 10 on the project. A very lousy chorus, and I mean, I think Future's been kind of lousy in general recently with his run on Nav's album and stuff like that, but you know, I think Future's still in album mode, I believe. I think we're getting another project this year. Hopefully we're getting a Lil Wayne. I'm thinking of artists that we're getting albums for. I think Lil Wayne's dropping an album, 2 projects, and I know for a fact, I think Future's dropping Monster too. I'm going to predict that right now. He kind of had a concept album with I Never Liked You, with the kind of toxic environment, but yeah, I don't think that song's anything special. It sounds like just any other ESTG song, but if you're listening to it in the background while you're doing something, I think it's pretty enjoyable. SSG Kobe drops a track, Love You Back. I don't know. SSG Kobe hasn't really been hitting the same recently. I mean, he had the MIA song, then he had the song with Trippie Redd that was great. I don't know. He has a cool style. I'm definitely a fan of it, but this song didn't hit that much. I did kind of like some of the vocal effects, some of the sample things. I don't even know if there were samples or not, but I'm not going to talk too much about this. I mean, YG drops the track Alone ahead of his album, so a lot of album singles coming out this week from a lot of different artists, which is great, because here in 3 weeks we're getting an album, I Got Issues by YG, not a track list reveal, but we have 3 singles with the Scared Money song with J. Cole, Moneybagg, all of them. You have Toxic and then Alone, so we're going to be getting 11 new songs as of now here in the next 3 weeks from YG. Not going to be an edited album reaction. For A Boogie as well, I don't think I'm going to give an edited album reaction. I just don't like those artists enough to do that. I've definitely respected YG's runs in the past, you know. For Real was a great album. Stay Dangerous was a pretty good album. But I'm probably not going to give this album much attention, but I will listen to it for sure. Ari Linux dropped an album, Age, Sex, Location. Now, if most of you guys should know who Ari Linux is. She is the vocalist out of the Dreamville camp, and she is here with her own solo project after featuring on many Dreamville artists' projects and doing a hell of a job, having great choruses, being a great vocalist, the vocal porn, and that's exactly what we get here. I mean, nothing but vocals, cool beats here and there, but obviously Ari Linux isn't really here to hype you up. She's an R&B soul artist. She had Chloe from Chloe and Holly. She had Summer Walker on here. She had Lucky Day, who I've kind of heard of in the past, but he's never really rung a bell with me, so I decided to check those 3 tracks out, and good vocals, not a lot of entertainment, not a lot of replay value, so I'm just going to move on from that. I do like people singing, but it has to be in the right vein. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me. Rush dropped a song. That Was Me, I think is what it was called. You know, kind of talking about his family struggles and whatnot. I mean, Russ gives you a single at least once every 3 weeks, which is something you can like about him at least, but nothing from Russ ever has been that good to me. Civil War was a hell of a song. Ugly with Lil Baby was kind of a highlight. I don't know. I don't think he's that good of an artist. That one album he dropped with all those crazy features on it, I stopped listening to that after like 2-3 days. I don't know. He just doesn't really hold any playlist value. Moneyman, Key Glock, Young Blue, and Babyface Ray dropped a promotional single, No Limit, for Madden 23, which is great because I like Madden. And this song is going to be in the Madden game, so I guess that's kind of cool. It definitely has the football themes when I was listening to it, but I have nothing to say about it. I want to move on. I don't know. Jay Critch and Rich the Kid with the song Lefty. I mean, the Rich Forever group, with the exception of Famous Dex, is back and making a pretty good song. I actually liked this song. I was listening to it in class as I was doing for a lot of these songs. Guys, I pay attention, trust me, but I just wanted to get this out of the way so we could come and make a video. I don't know. It's a cool song. Nothing much, but it's cool. Can dropped a song, Can't Cap. That's cool that he's getting recognition on the rap page. I've appreciated Can. He's definitely not one of my favorites in terms of underground. Obviously, Woke Up's a good song. He has a couple of other good songs, but this song is okay though. I can appreciate it. Maybe I need to re-listen to some of these tracks. He dropped an EP that was pretty lousy to me not too long ago. I don't see much of a future for Can. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I think he's cool for a moment, but nothing too special. Let's move on to Lawsy, the Hotel Artist. Wow, that was an amazing song. And Like That isn't, although it's not as good, I think it's still a pretty cool track that he's going into these sex and B tracks, and he's kind of trying to make his own genre, kind of trying to branch out from every other underground artist. And he makes some pretty cool songs out of it. Hopefully he continues, hopefully he drops an album soon, and hopefully, yeah, I mean, it's cool what he can do with his voice. I mean, obviously a lot of it is effects, but I still appreciate what he does. Big 30 on My Mama, nothing special. I do like to show love to Big 30, though, when he drops records, but just not that good of a song. I don't know. BRS Cash had a song with Lil Papa and Moray. More or less, I Was Really Here for Moray, and it's a cool song. It sounds like it could be in like a video game. Team Player is the song if you want to go listen to it. I don't know. We had a song with Summer Walker, DJ Snake, Spinal, and Ayana. It was a really interesting song. It wasn't what I expected. I was listening to it and I was like, what? I mean, dude, I don't have anything to say. That's gonna do it. Those are kind of the undercard tracks. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. GZTV here, reviewing your favorite music. Every time there's a big music release, just expect there to be a edited reaction on the channel. I don't think this week's going to have that, so it might be a pretty dead weekend, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm out. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna kind of chill for a little bit, go get some food, and then